Evening, everyone. How's it going? 2 minutes past 9 o'clock on a Monday. Welcome to Talkback for 2022. Rickard, hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, mate.
Very well, thank you.
Fantastic. So pretty much Sophia's got a whole lot of stuff that she's got, she's got her business and stuff, and she's got the kids at night, so you're going to be her now. This is your life.
Oh, basically, okay. I don't know how long I'll last for. I can guarantee you the week, but anything after that, I'm not sure.
Fair enough. Basically, hey, you're being honest. That's the main thing. I'm very, very hungover, so I just want to rush through this hour, get it done, and go to bed. But
fair enough. What did you do last night?
Chapel Bar and Bistro, and it was like everyone was going like the red light, that's changed the settings. So some people were really freaking out, and they all just kind of had the piss. And so it was kind of full. So which is pretty good. Yeah. And Sunday sessions, I worked out, Cara, I've been doing it for 15 years. Can you believe that?
Seriously.
Amazing, eh?
That's a long time.
Yeah, it really is a long time. What did you get up to last night? Well, how's your day been today?
Last night I didn't get up to much. Today I've been busy working on some TV shows.
Okay.
That are in pre-production at the moment, so I've basically been working all day. Also, my son's got 2 people over here for a sleepover. There's like a belated birthday sleepover, so I can hear them in the lounge jumping on their beds, but I'm just going to ignore them and pretend that they're actually asleep and it's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And you know what? After all these years, don't we look remarkably young still? I mean,
do we? I mean, apart from the fact that you've lost all your hair.
Yeah, well, I think I look better without hair, to be honest. Remember, I was struggling to put it into a style. Struggling.
Yeah, there comes a time when you have to make the decision: is this tiny little piece of hair on my head doing more harm than good?
Yeah.
And then pluck up the courage to just shave it off. Some people wear caps. I don't know how much of a cap guy you are. I know you tried that out for a while.
Yeah.
But what was the moment for you? What was the moment where you thought,
I'm just being earnestly mocked by people, like I've got some kind of comb over and that type of thing. And so, I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to do it. So then I did it, but I was really embarrassed doing it. So I was like, my first day I wanted to wear a cap. But the feedback's been great, and I've been loving it ever since. My problem now is regrowth. But anyways.
Oh, right. I guess it's kind of the equivalent to women getting grey hair. Like I've got quite a few grey hair, but we can just dye it.
You're lucky.
And pretend like we're not getting old.
You got hair. So we've got a big show on tonight. We're going to just talk some shit. And also we've got Will from Saatchi. You booked somebody, our first guest of 2022.
Yeah, well, I asked you who was on the show and you said no one. So I had to get somebody.
You did good.
This evening. Yeah, I thought that we could talk to Will because obviously the restrictions and going to red light have made it incredibly difficult if you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you were planning on doing shows and gigs. You can't do that anymore.
No.
And it'd be good to get his perspective on it. I think that he's just actually put up a petition to try and get the government to support artists and musicians and promoters and companies that aren't able to work, because from my understanding they don't have the wage subsidies anymore. Are they all gone?
Apparently so. And if you do get it, you get a little bit of a tickle, about $325 for up to $600. So it's not much support going on there.
Yeah, it would have been good to try and work out exactly what it means for people putting on shows too. Do they? I know that the government did put out some sort of insurance after the last lockdowns that mean that they can get all of their money back. And if people decide to hold on to their tickets, then that's really helpful. But I mean, how many times can a gig or a show be postponed before people just go, I can't do it in 3 years' time. Can I have my money back, please?
Miss you guys on George. Can you please do an afternoon radio show on the breeze or some similar station? Love
hello, Darren. How is that cute baby of yours? I'm still a bit upset you didn't call it George.
Fair enough. Hey, let's go and talk to our fact checker before we get to our guest. He's waiting in there, so won't be a second. Still it goes. Benny Mack, how are you, mate?
Mack. Absolutely hyped to be here, and I can tell you it's exciting times. Thane, you're looking better than ever,
Fantastic.
and Sophia, you're looking a little different. But no, man, oh man, this is exciting times. It's like a whole new show, a new name, a new co-host. Well, she's actually your old co-host, but we've got her for a week.
It's almost like out with the old and in with the old.
Absolutely, I love it. And oh man,
tattoos, don't you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Tattoos.
What are you saying?
Oh, beautiful times, Cara. I'm Benny Mack. I'm the fact checker on the show. I'm here with a Parker pen. It's a nice damn pen. A4 paper. I'm going to basically write down everything he says. If anyone comes along and says it's misinformation, it's fake news, I'm going to back you up 100. I'm going to be back here creating all kinds of propaganda, fabricating lies, myths, and legends. We're going to be running it through the AI. It's all happening.
Okay, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So we'll bring Benny back a bit later on in the program.
Okay.
And also, I
Is
think
his
we're going
job to actually check facts though? Like, could he check what the government are doing for businesses and people that can't operate during red light? Or is he just not? Is that not really what his job is?
No, he kind of takes the piss. A couple of things, a few one-liners, and that's pretty much the thing. It's just a bit done, actually. We've got a special guest. Let's get to him now. Hello, Will. How are you, mate? All right?
Very, very well, Thane and Cara. How are you guys?
Yeah.
Really good. Last minute ring in for the show tonight. Thank you very much
ready.
for joining us.
Always ready.
And you've got a nice little setup there. What are you, a spare room, or is this your actual bedroom?
Actual bedroom. Nick was in the lounge making a smoothie at 9 p.m. for some unknown reason, so I had to quickly skedaddle from my my setup I had out there. So now I'm in the bedroom, a bit more private, and same level of business.
Okay.
Nick is, of course, your partner in crime in Saatchi. What's it like living with the person that you also, pretty much work with every single day?
It's actually been great. He has like another part of the house down a hallway that's like completely. He's got his own bathroom, so we honestly don't see a lot of each other. We're on very different schedules as well. So yeah, barely see him. But nice enough. We've got a studio in our basement now, so we're down there a lot, just working on music and see enough, but not too much.
Do you guys go sorry, just quickly, do you guys go shopping together, like off to Pack and Save on the same night? Do you coordinate diaries that way, or you're?
I literally just got back from Pack. I was at Pack and Save when Cara messaged me. Now I'm at Pack and Save. Amazing venue. We don't.
Paper?
2 person per limit, and only like the 4 roll packs. But there seems to be well stocked.
Okay, good. You just mentioned your studio before. I know that you had been kind of showing everyone the progress because you built the studio from scratch under your house, right? Is it all finished now?
Yeah, it's all pretty much finished, pretty much ready to work in. So we kind of literally built it over the last lockdown. So yeah, it's been great. It's been a great little lockdown project. We built it with us and some friends who are builders. Had to get the pros in for most of it, but now it's all ready to go now, which is really amazing.
Okay.
One of the main reasons I guess we wanted to talk to you was I saw on your social media this evening that you've put up a petition to try and get the government to provide some sort of support, payments, remuneration for workers, artists, musicians, anyone that can't operate during this red light situations, because the restrictions make it very tough for you and any other musicians in the country right now, right?
Yeah, so I guess my main thing is that the music industry was very much the poster child to get people out and vaccinated. There was a whole 2 shots for summer campaign that ran on the radio and TV and stuff, and it was kind of pitched as this, everyone will go out and get vaccinated and we'll be able to have these full-scale festivals without interruptions, and everything would kind of be happy days. And ironically, in that as it's played out, that the music industry has been the first industry that's had their back completely turned on by the government, from being this poster child thing to now just being literally, we've just been like, had everything gone. Everything's, all the shows, there's festival sites in Tidao and a few other places that are completely set up, ready to go for this weekend, that obviously can't go ahead. And along with that, there's catering and security and, all the logistical people that run around on the festivals that aren't going to be getting paid this weekend. And then moving forward, there's obviously, this is people's incomes and livelihoods that for the foreseeable future is completely non-existent. So that's why I set up the petition, because in previous lockdowns there'd been some financial support. It wasn't great, but it was something which kept the doors open for a lot of businesses.
Can't you guys just sell one of your Ferraris or something? Got a record on trade?
No, unfortunately, there's not a Ferrari to sell. I probably could sell some shoes.
Yeah, yeah. So what happens? Walk me through the festivals. Most of them are getting 90% back, right? They're being backed by the government. So does the money trickle down to you? Do they give you some kind of?
So from my understanding, there was a insurance thing that the government set up that was for festivals that were announced before November 29th. So obviously there's been a number of festivals that have been announced on the side of the year, well, even throughout December and stuff, because there was more certainty about that there was going to be the ability to have festivals. So a lot of festivals that have been announced and were coming up in the next few weeks have, from my understanding, won't be getting any compensation. I'm not entirely sure on that, but from my understanding, that's what's happening.
And then I guess as well, not only the artists, some of that money trickles down to you. Like you said, it's the caterers who have spent all this money buying food that they thought they were going to be able to use over the weekends festivals, and then they haven't happened. I was actually talking to Nina Kay, who obviously runs Soundsplash, and I just was talking about how grateful she must be that they actually got it done this weekend, and it was incredible before it went into red light. Because I couldn't even imagine organising something like that for the whole year. The planning goes into it to have it killed off.
Yeah, and especially the fact of being that it was kind of, we had this ticket out, which was everyone was going to get vaccinated, and then there would be no uncertainty around the festival. So everyone was like, okay, sweet, let's pour our heart and souls into making these festivals go ahead. And there's obviously a lot of the festivals had already been rescheduled previously, and then when it gets to a week out, you're told that the festival can't go ahead and start tearing the whole thing down. It's just it's so, just so upsetting. And the amount of support has been insane. Just the amount of roadies and tech and lighting and everyone that works behind the scenes that have reached out and been like, thank you so much for using your voice to get so much attention to this topic, because it is important.
So tonight you have launched a GoFundMe, or are we
change.org. It's simply just like a petition where people can sign, and they can make comments on what the petition means to them, essentially. But we've had over 1,500. I'm just going to check the latest figures, but it is 1,500. Oh yeah, over 1,500 signatures.
Sheesh, that's good
already. Just in 2 hours too.
Yeah, I set it up at 3 p.m. today, 4 p.m. today maybe, which is just overwhelming. Amazing outpour of support, not only people from the music industry, but people who like going to festivals and have friends that work in the music industry all showing support. So it's really important that everyone stands together.
Yeah, and sorry,
you go.
This red light thing, though, it seems a little like people are going. So there's a couple of things going on here. It's a light cold and all that. We've all read that kind of thing. A lot of people are going to get it. But yeah, it's going to really destroy hospitality. Hospitality has just come through a massive big hole, like everybody. And now they're going to go through it again. So that's your working DJ who plays down the pub to your big festival, and anyone who owns a restaurant, this is going to be another killer. And there aren't going to be many restaurants and bars who are actually going to come out of this I've been told.
Mm.
So I don't know about this whole red light setting. I want to see more people in hospital before I think we flick this switch onto this. And also localised, they've got the new phrasing coming up on her press conference, like it's stay-at-home orders, I think they're disguising the lockdown now as they're going to want people to stay at home.
Yeah.
So it is a shame, but like the UK come out the other side, you don't have to wear a mask as of today. And if you get
I think they got rid of the mandates in the UK as well. But like you said, I already know, like Euro, for example, amazing restaurant, had to shut down in the last lockdown. 4 of my friends who ran restaurants in the Viaduct, no tourists, not even any Kiwis going out, and they just had to shut because they couldn't come back from it. So I mean, I don't know what the way forward is for hospitality. Is it good to just shut up now and then try and come back when it's all over? But we don't even know how long this is going to be. It feels like it's been going on for years already.
Yeah, it's insane because it's like if there is a financial support thing for every time we're in red, then it's kind of like, does that go on forever, or does there become a point where we don't ever go back into red, or there isn't this traffic light system, or like there's no, like, especially the plan that we've been given is like in the music industry, there is no actual clear plan of like, this is the statistical thing that means we will go to red, and this is the statistical thing that means we will be in orange and green, because the framework that they've outlined, they haven't really even been following when it's actually come to how things are, what setting everyone's in. And also Jacinda did say that we would move within 24 hours to 48 hours into the red setting if it was in the community, and then we moved within 11 or 12 or whatever it was. So at this point everyone's very frustrated because we feel like we've been lied to. And then as I mentioned earlier, we were the main campaign was we would be like the festivals will go ahead, and that was how everyone was that's why everyone was going to go get vaccinated so they could go to the festivals and stuff. And then they've kind of just said, sweet, thank you for the free publicity, and now you guys can't work. So
I actually saw someone, I can't remember who it was, post a video on the Instagram the other day being like, so 2 shots for summer, and now you want us to get a booster, and we didn't even get a summer? Like,
yeah.
Oh well. So what do you do when you're not making out there doing festivals? Just trying to make more music, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess we're trying to find other revenue streams. I mean, we're lucky as musicians that we can kind of diversify. Obviously, we do get some money from like literal streaming, but like it's fuck all. It's not enough to live on. But the roadies and the sound and those guys don't have. What do they do? Become builders? Like, it's just like. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. But us, we'll try to keep as busy as possible. But now is about like using our platform and our voice to help people in our industry that have like supported us and actually are the backbone of this whole industry, who are just being completely shortchanged.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh God. Oh well, mate. Thank you very much for your time tonight. I really appreciate it. And when you got anything new, we're doing this show like what kind of weeknights or anything.
Awesome.
Let us know.
We'll also chuck up a link for your petition to people that
how to
sign that shit.
Yeah, what is that link? Is there a link there?
Is that the link? Oh, thank you so much, Cara. Perfect.
No worries.
Yeah.
Great. Lovely to chat, guys.
All right, mate.
See you all soon.
Thanks, Will.
Yeah, take care. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye, mate. What a nice guy. Still a nice guy, isn't he? He was always a nice guy.
Because do you remember his brother was our intern, Ollie?
No, which one was
You
he?
don't remember Ollie?
No.
Ollie.
Oh, Ollie. Young Ollie.
Ollie.
I bet that guy still looks 14. Ollie was a very young-looking fellow, wasn't he?
I thought that he was Will's younger brother, but he was actually his older brother.
Holy.
Yeah. It's interesting what he said there about, like what other jobs you could do. I know a pilot who in the last lockdown ended up becoming a youth worker because he couldn't fly anymore. So I wonder how many people have had a job and then had to pivot into something else like completely different, completely like irrelevant to what they're qualified to do just because of COVID. But I imagine there wouldn't even be that many jobs you could do during COVID.
It's tough. Everyone wants you to work from home and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm doing, I bought a gym's franchise, everybody, so I'm doing a lot of landscaping and bits and pieces.
You're a lawnmower now.
Yeah, I own a lawnmower, and I have 2 of them, and it's that's why I look so physically
My question
fit.
though,
Yeah.
my question is, do you palm the lawn mowing off to someone else to do, or do you actually get your ass out and do it yourself?
I try not to do as little as possible. I've got workers that I kind of call on to put some stuff out, get it done. But I mean, I'm learning to get out there by myself and do it. But
you're never going to make money if you've got to pay someone else to do it.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, I'm only starting out, so here we go. Hey, we got people rapt to have you on the show, which is fantastic. Thank you very much for your comments.
Thank you very much. Someone asked if I've got an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, do you have an OnlyFans?
I do not have an OnlyFans, but hey, could get desperate. I don't know what kind of content I'd put on there though.
Yeah.
Does it have to be just like I could put my feet on there?
Yeah, absolutely. You could.
I know.
Yeah. So you got options. Now we've got this. We've got an interview with Meatloaf coming up.
Meatloaf, like dead Meatloaf. Meatloaf who died last week. Yeah. Meatloaf.
Or just should we have a little bit of a teaser? Let's just bring him on. There's Meatloaf. Are you there, Meatloaf?
I'm here. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. You remind me a little of my friend Luke Dello.
He does.
Yeah.
Luke Dello? Yeah. I used to drink a lot with Luke Dello. He's a great guy. I tell you, this COVID thing's goddamn red light system. It reminds me of the motherfucking. God damn it! I got to tell you this much. I've had an aneurysm. I can't remember a lot right now. All I can tell you is that I've got roadies here out of work too. I was thinking of reskilling before all this fucking horse shit popped up. I was gonna go down to the southern I was gonna have pills down at Southern Alps.
Yes.
I was gonna fucking get on it. Yeah. But I tell you, you can't keep a good man down because I'm like a bat out of hell.
Hey, I've read a lot in the press and the media since you passed away about you pushing Prince Andrew in a moat. How did that happen? What was the reasoning behind that?
He fell. Prince Andrew, goddamn pedophile. Yeah, the Queen cut him off. The Queen's son, he's a dirty bastard. I know that guy. They said I pushed him in a goddamn moat. I tried to hold his head down. I should have done it when I had the chance. God damn it.
Did you hear, though, just quickly, he was, didn't Fergie have a little liking for him or something like that? That's why they got chucked in the moat, because he was getting on with the wife and what's-his-face got jealous. So Meatloaf threw him into the moat or something like that. Very spectacular.
I did. And I'd do it again.
It's fantastic. I love your
Cara, don't be shy, Cara. What do you want to say to Meatloaf?
I was just going to say, Thane, I'm going to leave you with Meatloaf for a little while because he's too much.
No. I'll be back later on in the show.
I on my computer because it's about to go flat.
Okay, come back though, if you can, please.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, see you soon. So that's, well, I mean, she lasted half an hour, guys. Not bad. Yeah, Meatloaf.
Thanks for having me on, Thane. It means a lot.
No worries. So are you dead, or what's your deal here? Are you alive?
Meatloaf will never die. Mm-hmm. I'll live on in infamy. Because why? Because I gotta. Because I'm Meatloaf. I'm like something that you could either listen to on a Sunday or put in the oven. I'm versatile. I'm not just one thing. I'm multiple things. I'm not one item. Not only am I a high value item, but I'm also other items too.
Wow, you're everything and nothing all at the same time. That is pretty amazing.
I mean,
Well, thank you very much, Meatloaf. We're going to come back to you a bit later on in the program. It's been really exciting talking to you. You're like an NFT. Carl Rickard was there, but she's back. Trevor been missing a few streams. My bad. Thank you very much, Trevor. Jody Clark is saying, hey, Jody. Welcome back to Talkback, everybody. And if you would like to join us on the show and just have a little bit of a chat with us, have we got a little link that we can put up, guys, in the background? I think we got a little link so that you can come and join us, which would be bloody good.
Join in if they want to have a chat.
Yeah, it's like an open Zoom type thing. So you can just click a link and then be a part of it. So I think we should put that back up. I don't know, Selena, if you can work on that by putting that in there. Actually, I think I can. Hold the
Darren, you should jump on for a chat.
Totally. Jump on for a chat, guys. And here is, in the comments section now, is the link to the show. So, yeah, everyone's put it on. So this is what the link looks like. Hey, tomorrow on the show, we've got a guy called Norrie Montgomery. Norrie is the photographer. He used to work for like Sunday Star Times. He went to the New Zealand Herald.
He was basically the guy if you wanted to get in like the entertainment pages, like Spy and the About Town and feel like you're somebody of importance. Norrie was the guy that would take your photo.
And you knew if you made it is if he sucked, kind of like sort you out, eh? Hey guys, can you just jump in together there? Bring some young lady in and snap us, and then they presto, we're in the paper.
Yeah, that wasn't me. He didn't take my photo that often. There was much more famous, better people to put in the old About Town.
Sheesh. Is it still going? I don't know if it is.
No, I don't think it is. I think Spy's still going. Is that Ricardo?
Yeah, Ricardo. Ricardo is trim now, isn't he? Have you seen Ricardo? He looks
I don't know. No.
I've seen a couple of pictures of him, but I passed him in the street. Didn't say hello to me. Very well aware who I was.
Didn't you used to be the Spy editor too?
Yeah, I was one of the Spy editors. There were a few people who come and gone through that. And, it was a fun job to do, but you lost a lot of friends because people...
how did you lose that job?
By just, losing my marriage round one. So that was it all blew up, and it was like, right, well, let's just move on. It's time to move on, guys. So anyway, speaking of moving on, let's get back to Benny Mack Fact Checker. Everybody's back. Benny, what did you think of the interview with Will from Saatchi? I thought he was a top bloke, very entertaining.
Yeah, great guy. Excellent show so far, man. Rating its tits off. Very unfortunate about the whole festival and this red light scenario. It's an absolute travesty. She needs to be held accountable. She can't. I'm talking about Jacinda, our leader, our apparent team leader, letting the team down, lady. We're just trying to have a good ass time here, trying to enjoy summer, trying to do that party thing that Meatloaf was talking about. He wanted to get into New Zealand. He wanted to party. His time was cut short. I feel as if our time's been cut short. Kara, you're freaking awesome. You're rating well with the fans. Yes, they want to see your feet. Yes, they want to see other parts of your body, including your lovely face and your sweet voice. You guys sound great together. It's like reminiscent.
And we still got our radio voices?
Thanks, Kara. Yeah, you guys both sound great.
Fantastic. That's the main thing. Thank you very much, mate, and that's a thumbs up. Great.
Now, Darren tried the link and said it doesn't seem to work.
I wonder if we can get our producer on here. Selena, I don't know why that link isn't working. Would you want to check that out for us?
Totally check it out. Yep.
Okay.
Doing it now.
Great. Thank you.
Is she reading a book? I'd love to know what book she was reading. You know what book I just finished reading? Dave Grohl's book.
I saw that on your Instagram. What is it any good?
It's very good. I mean, I'm a big Foo Fighters fan to this day. The best concert I've ever been to was a Foo Fighters show at the Sydney University Roundhouse before they got super famous. Small capacity, bloody good time. And the book is awesome. He's an amazing writer. It's great.
I've met him.
Loved it very much. Well, when you worked at the Rock, did you meet him?
No, when I met him at Radio Hodaki when it was good, round one. Years and years ago in the 90s. And he came in, the guy with the, who's his little mate with the guitar? The offsider. There's him and there's the other guy. He's a blonde guy.
Oh, that's the drummer, Taylor.
Yeah, The Rock. Anyways, so they basically came in the studio and I gave them a porphyry and then asked for $20.
Why did you ask for $20? Because you gave them a porphyry.
Yeah, it was just really crass, racist stuff that
sounds horrific.
It was awful. It was embarrassing doing it. I was like forced to do it too. So,
but you know what? Speaking of dumb shit like that, hasn't radio changed since the days when you were back doing that kind of bullshit? Nobody's doing shock radio anymore, which I like. Like, I like that everyone's just happy and upbeat and living their best lives. No one's trying to prank anybody. No one's trying to talk shit. No one's trying to hurt anybody's feelings.
I think it's boring. It's boring. It is really boring. I mean, Today FM is coming, everybody. Right, this is new talk station on 90.2 in Auckland. It's called Today FM. Biggest problem. Is it today or is it today? Now, they're going to get their heads around that. Today or today?
Maybe that's why you don't have a job in radio anymore.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what?
You can't adapt to the new style of upbeat, happy, everybody's having a good time radio.
Yeah, but you can't all have a good time. And I know for a fact that's not how everybody feels. You know what I mean? They just don't. Oh, hey, we've got a caller. We actually got a caller. Hold there for a second, mate.
Darren.
This is incredible. Here we go. I'm going to play the caller intro.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Very good, man. Welcome to the
show. Good. Oh, it's so good to see the two of you back together, man. I missed George FM Drive, and then you guys moved to the mornings. Honestly, I am one of your biggest fans.
Yeah, I've met Darren on many occasions, and your wonderful partner. And how's that cute baby of yours?
She's good. She's a little bit sick at the moment, just a daycare bug. She went for a bit of a test this morning, but hopefully she's all good. We're all sweet. But yeah, no, she's just growing up very well. Just over 2 years now.
Oh wow! Because I think the last time I maybe saw you in person was you had just announced you just found out you were pregnant at that George
21st.
No, the one in the park in the forest.
Yeah. So that was the Jägermeister Republic of George.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but then I also did the speech at the George 21st. Yeah. Yeah. And I did mention you, Thane, as well as the founder.
I didn't get an invite to that for some weird reason.
You got a fucking invite, you liar. You just didn't come.
I don't know. You know, making money out of a birthday party.
Hey, I've got a question for you guys. What are your thoughts on the Tova O'Brien? You're talking about Today FM, the sort of restraint of trade clause. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so she's been restrained. She got a $2,000 fine, restrained for 2 months?
I think it's been total that a month has passed.
Right, okay. And I believe that the station's on hold, so it's not going to be launched. Now, MediaWorks, for a fact, has binned so many people to make way to pay for it, Today FM. And so there's a lot of unhappy people out there. But strategically, all Today FM has to do is just not even halve the share of News Talk ZB, although it's going to be hard. I mean, Hosking is a force of nature. That guy is an incredible broadcaster. Whether you listen to him or not, he's got the ears of Auckland. But you just have to take a chunk of that audience, and if they come over, then the MediaWorks complete queue or complete listenership will then be so much higher than the NZME listenership. So, I mean, it's a pretty big weapon. And they've always had a hard-on to get on to talk and make it work. And Magic hasn't worked. Radio Live didn't work, which is a complete waste of money. But,
do you think Today will work, though?
Eh?
Do you think Today FM will work?
I think it will. Yes, I think it will. But it's going to be positive and it's going to be solutions-based radio. So what are we going to do about it? How can we make this work better for everybody? What's the solution apart from dwelling on the problem? I think that's their angle.
Do people like that in Talkback, Like, people listen to ZB because it's divisive and you can ring up and be racist and complain and find someone who shares your shitty opinion, which is, it sucks, but that's why ZB is so well loved.
Yeah. And then we
And
doing it
so, are you guys ever going to do a show together again?
probably. I think we just need
I don't know if anyone would hire us.
Yeah, that's the only thing. And I'm sick of doing nothing without, I'm going to do something like this. So
Yeah. Hey, Thane, can I just tell you? I remember probably my favorite moment on the station, aside from when you said that Cara had sort of kicked Cancer's butt. Do you remember maybe about 8 years ago? It was one Friday afternoon. I don't know if you guys had been to the strippers like you used to go, but you were talking about your ex-wife or some issue, and then I think the station manager had to come in and basically cut you off because you were going on a bit of a rant, and perhaps the rant got a bit better of you.
Oh yeah, was it about the one-arm stripper or something?
I think so. Yeah.
And the worst. No.
Okay.
You could never do any of that radio again. I mean, it can never be repeated. So that's why I'm not being hired. But it was a drunken rant, and I did take it a little bit too far. And then because I was just jumping on the phone, and then the gangs were calling me, "That's my fucking girlfriend. I'm going to kill you," and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, forget it. But we were all called into the big boss's office. And we all had to listen to that call. And when you're sober, listening back to half the shit you can't even remember saying, very sobering.
Which happened a lot on our show, especially the drive show, because obviously, Thane, you had a lot of shit going on in your life. So you spent a lot of your time drunk, a lot of your time at chapel. We used to broadcast from bars in the afternoon. Like you said, we'd go to Showgirls, broadcast down there, whatever. And there was we did a lot of bad shit on that drive show.
Yeah.
But you did bring a lot of joy to people as well.
Yeah.
It was you could never do radio like that ever again.
No. It was a real moment in time, though, wasn't it? It was like, what the hell is this?
It's weird too, because that was when we were rating the highest, when we were doing all that dumb thing. We were drunk all the time.
Yeah.
And you brought people like Benny Boy and Tammy Davis to light as well. So you guys, you nurtured some young talent as well.
So a lot of people that we brought in, and they've gone on to do some great things, which is great. But I reckon, it's a shame that they didn't hire Radio Hauraki and we couldn't come together on a show again and work together. I thought that was.
Well, they tried to poach me from MediaWorks.
Yeah.
To go work on Radio Hauraki, and then it just never quite panned out.
Yeah. That would have been great, that reunion. I think that would have been really amazing. What's this? Carl Rankin, the Heineken Open was the best time Thane was in with a drunken radio. Oh, boy. Yeah.
We used to, for like a solid couple of years, do the show for a whole week from the Heineken Open. And
it's called the Heineken Open. What do you think's going to happen?
I know, and you'd like jump in. Remember that time you stole Wendy Petrie's interview with Cole Schreiber? And she's in the background going, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of my interview.
Even this cat here remembers me talking to Johnny Danger from jail. And before he was Johnny Danger.
That was when he was on he put in jail for being on the roof of his car over the Harbour Bridge, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Jokesy's still alive, but he's a really hardcore anti-vaxxer.
What about Raymond Presley? Cleveland?
I don't know.
I'd love to hear one of his speeches again.
Do you know that Raymond doesn't have any children, right? But Thane rang his residence. He was living in like an apartment downtown, and rang up and said, "I'm trying to get hold of Raymond because I'm his son." And then Raymond freaked out and like tried to ring the number back, which was our studio, to try and find this kid who thought he was his son. And then he just went on a big speech about, he's like, I've been very careful with the
I'll tell you how careful he was. He's never actually penetrated anyone. He never had sex to this day. He's like a 98-year-old virgin.
I don't believe you.
I got it out of him.
Yeah.
And will you guys ever find MH370?
Oh, never.
What day are we up to? How many days is it been? Maybe we should do a plane watch tomorrow, Thane.
Yeah, let's light it up. That was just a huge joke because, it was never going to be found, so it was just fun. And then
Didn't didn't you spend like 20 grand when you were on the Rock to go to the Maldives to try and find it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who the hell thought that was a good idea to fund that useless mission?
The Rock listeners. And also, it was. But the worst thing about it is, we went to Mauritius, and Mauritius is like a beautiful resort. So it's hard, like, oh, we're searching for MH370, Pina Colada, beautiful resort. You know, I was like, how much time we were on the boat? Oh, we gave it a couple of hours. You know, got the walkie-talkies and the binoculars out, but most of the time was at this beautiful resort. It's incredible. Meet the Prime Minister and everything. It's amazing. Oh, shit. I'm accidentally dialing somebody. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, but yeah, MH370, how about that? Crazy.
Yeah, good times.
Good
well,
times,
maybe if
guys.
we get back on the radio, we'll bring it back.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, see how it goes. And we'll get Jokesy on. I think he'll be quite. I mean, he'll talk to us about vaccinations.
Has he
but
got
he's
a phone and Wi-Fi that he can talk to us?
Yeah, and he logs in from his little garage and stuff. So
He's still
developed
living in the garage.
Still lives in the garage on a bale of hay and a pillow. Poor guy. Oh well, hey mate, thank you. Nice very much.
Thank you guys so much. Keep up,
See you, Darren.
keep up the entertainment and keep up the good work. Love you guys.
We'll do. See you,
Awesome.
mate.
See ya.
I always freeze when someone says "love you" like that because I don't know what to say. Like I love that you love me.
He doesn't mean like love you, like wants to marry you. He just means like I have a very high appreciation of you.
Yeah. The traffic game you guys played, Human Traffic.
Human Traffic.
Yeah.
I came up with that, and then Thane stole it and took it to the Rock.
Didn't really work over the Rock. People didn't really get the spirit of it.
Yeah, because you
Anyway.
didn't have me to help facilitate it. Really. What did you enjoy more, working at the Rock or working at Hodaki?
I thought both were pretty amazing, eh? Like the Rock is working at both Rock stations. Fucking the Rock is incredible, and they're real people. They're hardworking, and not that the Hodaki people were hardworking as well, but fuck, they got a fight on their hands, haven't they? I mean, I think it's in the Martial era.
What do you think Hodaki's going to do? Do you think it'll ever get
rebrand? Give it to Gold. Gold's where the music is. Gold music's fantastic.
Why don't they just make like another, George FM 2.0 on Hodaki's frequency?
Yeah, I don't know. Do something with the cricket. Are we a bit bored with the cricket now? Are we a bit over the cricket? But anyway.
NTV don't have the rights to the cricket anymore, do they?
I don't know. They could have won with it. But anyways, The Rock, big family, and very well resourced. Yeah. And they do the hard work. Like they put in some serious hours making great radio, which is pretty good. George, I had the most fun I've ever had with my wife. So there was some great fun. Yeah. I just want to check in quickly with Meatloaf. Meatloaf, thanks for being on the show tonight. It's been really good.
It's been an amazing show.
Indeed on you, isn't it? It was your bloody teeth.
Yeah, I'm honored to be here. It's an incredible show that you've put on tonight. I was planning to put on a great show tonight, but unfortunately, I was unable to. However, this is brilliant.
I can see you looking at yourself. You are just like, you're blown away by it, aren't you?
You're a great guy, and this show is really something. You're taking the talk and you're bringing it back. I like that. They had a problem saying there weren't enough damn shock jocks anymore. I want to bring that back. I love partying with you, Thane. We went to the Maldives, Mauritius. They said it was stolen valor. They said we were looking for the body of the plane or the body of the corpse. We were just partying, man. That's what we were born to do.
That's right.
Some people don't know how to party.
Yeah.
Meatloaf.
What have we got? A little bit. Oh, hey, sorry, Meatloaf. We got a little message here, Meatloaf, from a viewer, Stephen. I want to see Loaf and Benny on screen at the same time. Of course, Jack.
Well, I can tell you this much. Benny Mack's a great guy. He's spending time mourning with my family.
Gotcha. Thank you very much, Meatloaf. Gotta say goodbye now. See ya. Yeah, Meatloaf. 9:47.
He still has one of the biggest selling albums of all time, right? Like I'm not really a Meatloaf fan. Never owned any albums. Never had any songs on a playlist. Don't know too much about him.
No.
Oh, I know, I know his popular songs.
Yeah.
But not a fan enough to ever listen
He was
to
a
them.
bit of an asshole. Didn't he die of COVID?
I think he did. News reports, apparently.
It reminds me of Mikey Havoc, a little young
Well,
Meatloaf.
I saw what you put up. You put up a picture of Mikey Havoc and said R.I.P. Meatloaf. And I thought that Mikey Havoc had died and your nickname for him was just Meatloaf. I was like, what? Mikey Havoc's died. And then I just realized that you were just being an asshole and Meatloaf had died.
I'll tell you one thing that's happened. Benny, you missed Meatloaf. He was on the show the whole time.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You got to warn me. Actually, I was spending time with his family at the funeral parlor, and I can tell you they're handling it well. It was expected. I thought the same thing. I saw that post too, and yeah, I googled Mikey Havoc, R.I.P. Rip Havoc, and it said he was alive and kicking. It showed this real weird Google image of him going.
Yeah, that's a Mikey Havoc post.
Has Mikey Havoc ever forgiven you, Thane? For that time you said on air that his DJing is like two shoes in a dryer?
Dryer, yeah. He has. And I've spoken to Mikey last year, and he's very nice. And we had a good conversation, and he's still very funny. And
Does
what
he
else?
still do radio?
No radio anymore. But he looks, he's got... I'm just going to put it out there because he's got an autistic son and he's the main caregiver for this dude. So he is, that's what he does. And I think,
very cool.
Good on you, mate. Fantastic Father of the Year. Fantastic Mikey Havoc. Anyone got meatloaf recipe?
I've got a fantastic meatloaf recipe.
Yeah.
It's a Nadia Lim one and it's amazing. It's like 50-50 beef mince and pork mince. Yeah. And then it's got some carrots and parsnips and a whole lot of cheese and tomato sauce inside it.
Yeah, love that.
It's really good. I was never a meatloaf fan as a kid. I thought it was disgusting. And then you find a good meatloaf recipe and it's very good.
Throw some mashed potato on the side of that,
Yeah, some peas, some mashed potato and some peas. Good time.
Delicious. I love it.
Carrots, a little bit of chopped up carrots.
Carrots help. You're absolutely right. Carrots help.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I had bangers and mash for lunch. Bangers and mash. There was some peas in there. It was like a pork and fennel sausage or something like that. Not too bad.
I did some chicken steak from the supermarket. I don't know why they're calling it chicken steak. Basically, it's a fillet of chicken in some kind of weird sauce. And I put it in the air fryer. And, 20 minutes later, delicious.
Are air fryers any good? Should I get an air fryer or can I just cook the same shit in my oven and it'll be the same?
Get an air fryer. It's fast as fuck. And I think it's healthier, isn't it? Because you're not broiling. I don't know what you're doing. But anyways, well, it's just a cheap one.
I like it when he acts like that, also like he pretends like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's trying to get sexy for the show, and he's dropping hints, and it's part of the programming. He dropped the line chicken steak. He knows it's got no fat on it. Then he said air fryer and played it down. Dude, you're looking great.
Fantastic.
Me, I'm bulking up, which is another thing for saying I haven't stopped eating.
You know what?
Not exercising.
I have jumped on the keto diet and I'm finding it remarkably easy. And the reason why is I love all the food on keto. And all I'm going to do is just cut out all the carbs. Hey, big deal. I've done it. So
it's just meat and fat, right? So you can just eat heaps of butter and cream and steak.
I don't really eat butter. I don't eat cream. I've eaten some Greek yogurt, Cara. And and I'm now eating like a lot more salads with my steak, sausage, bacon, chops, and chicken steak. So fantastic.
I've got a question. Is eating 4 slices of white bread for breakfast 5 days a week good idea or bad idea?
Bad idea. It's like the white death. My naturopath calls all of those things the white death. So like processed white carbs. So white bread, white rice, white sugar. The white death.
Hey, guess what? I don't eat any of those guys. So I'm pretty happy with
I
it.
like that idea of calling it the White Death. It's kind of like when a white guy like me goes to the islands or something and they call us the White Devil. It's quite scary, but we try to make it sort of not a bad thing.
What are you
White
doing on
Death.
the islands to make them call you a devil, though? I don't know if you're just like walking down the street and they yell that shit at you. Is it when you're pissed and you've taken your clothes off and you're screaming in the pub that they call you the White Devil?
Exactly. I'm being chased out of buses and down main streets with hatchets and machetes in the dark, and wild dogs chase me in the night. Now, horrifying stuff. Maybe I should, reassess sort of my whiteness.
I like how your grey hair is coming on your white head. It's just that slick piece of grey that's up there. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's my white privilege on display, and it is problematic. And I actually need to address my white sugars and my white. What was it called? White death.
Yeah,
Yeah, and also I reckon you've got the you've got a full head of white hair there. It's remarkable. I mean, look at it. It's not going anywhere, isn't it?
Oh, well, you tell me, buddy.
I think it looks
it's looking
thick
pretty
where
good
I'm
at the
sitting.
moment. I appreciate you. 100%. I purchased what I reckon is a pretty awesome set of hair clippers off AliExpress. You know, do you guys know that guy, the owner of AliExpress, the little man?
Mm. Didn't
Anyway.
China kind of kidnap him there for a while, and he ended up somewhere else? Like, yeah, he's in all kinds of trouble, isn't he? That guy.
Yeah, I got him off him. And he's kind of like the Chinese Elon Musk. Think of it like that.
That's right.
A billionaire superstar guy. And little man Jack. And I got the clippers off him. They're USB rechargeable and they're really good. They've got a ceramic blade, and they came with a little cape too.
Fantastic. I'd love to see that on you one day. Not now, though.
Not now. Definitely not now.
Not now.
No.
Not now. Don't get too excited. There's only approximately 6 minutes left in the damned broadcast.
Yeah.
What an exciting show. We've come back from a hiatus.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to be back. Darren Fortune here, Cara, was he was hesitant, and now he is definitely a believer, which is good.
On the old air fryer, yeah. I might have to get one. I've got some credit at Mitre 10, so I might get one from Mitre 10. I also Hayden Brown, Nadia Lim, Mikey Havoc, and Meatloaf having a threesome would be pretty moist.
Oh, you know what I rewatched the other night? I rewatched Innocence porno.
Pardon? Do you remember that time you had the Kim Kardashian porno in the back of our staff meeting?
I can't remember that, did I? Oh, God.
I was just playing on your phone on the desk while we were. I was like, "What are you doing?" And I looked over, and there's Ray J and Kim K going at it in the middle of the staff meeting.
Oh, but I thought, give it a rewatch, guys. And I know it's dirty SVHS quality, but yeah, they were a hot item, and it's great viewing. Stephen McGinnis making the comment: White Death is bacon buddy. Don't even think about an alternative breed.
Yeah, like obviously I'm not saying, I'm not a nutritionist, and I definitely will eat white bread on occasion. Bunning sausage, why not?
Yeah.
Bacon buddy, sure. Just not every day. Not 4 slices every single day of the week there, Benny Mac.
What are you putting on it? Are you putting Marmite on it or something?
A lot of butter. I'm thinking of the way people tell you how to eat. I'm basically thinking it's some sort of a conspiracy, just because, it's sort of my job. And I've got to check all the facts. I'm just checking a whole bunch of facts.
Great.
A loaf of bread at a time.
Hey, Bomber Bradbury joins us on Wednesday, everybody. He is going to break down. He's going to be part of this new Today FM stuff thing. But he's going to break down some political
What's
stuff.
he doing on Today FM?
I think he's just doing this big political, it's called the Working Group. It's like a little show, maybe an hour show. And they bring in, they talk politics and a whole lot of other political wankers.
I love it. I'm thinking that we start up a competitive show called Yesterday, and because we say yes to today.
Yeah. That's good.
It scares them. We'll scare the competition by like a bogus name.
Yesterday. Today.
Yeah. Today.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want today's news. It's too fast to even ascertain what really happened. We'll probably tell you or sell you a lie. How about we recap what happened yesterday when the facts are really in? It's factual.
Look at these people. These guys are coming. This is your peered channel. They're coming from YouTube. Here's fuck the government. Rona is government overreach. Don't be scared or give in. All power grab. Stay strong.
Where are they coming from?
Oh, sometimes they're coming from Benny Mack. He will pair this broadcast, and it goes out on his network of channels. And these are his people interacting with us from this broadcast. So they're all wacky, aren't they? They're all from weird and from around the world.
Yeah, we have got alternatives here, and can be awesome content. Very entertaining content, because they shut down QAnon, and that was kind of like the funniest comedy movie ever, and that was a real shame. And they're censoring a lot of free speech, so there's a lot of problematic situations happening there. A lot of people believe it's a big tech fuckery. You know what I actually thought it was? I thought it was some AI that just sort of went wacko. Some wacko AI that sort of went off the wazoo.
Yeah.
And it just they're just following what the AI suggests.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Well, thanks very much. It's 9:59. Real pleasure. Carl, Rickard, welcome to it. And, if anyone wants to see any guests, throw them our way. If you've got a guest that you think you should be on the show, you can join the show at any time as well. We'd love to have you. And obviously, we're live here on a nightly basis, but also we are on demand. You can go watch them on our other pages. So shows from the past or shows coming up.
Is this on your Facebook page, or does it have its own Facebook
It's got its own Facebook page called Talkback on there. So join that. And we're on Twitch, YouTube, and a couple of others. But basically, the deal here is, the business model here is, let's try and book guests who've got more people following us than we do, and then get them to rebroadcast it.
Speaking of Twitch, every Friday this month, so I'm out for Friday. Sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Nice.
I'm hosting the Samsung Summer Clash Cup, which is like a gaming thing on Twitch, and you can win a Samsung phone for every broadcast. So if anybody wants to win a phone, tune into that next Friday, 7:30, twitch.tv/Let's Play Live.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It only goes for like an hour and a half, and then you can come and watch this and congratulate yourself on potentially winning a phone. I don't know how many people enter.
We need to win that phone, guys, and then we can re-give away the phone as our prize. How good was that?
Can you please? It's probably pretty easy to
I'll do what it takes. I'll do what it takes to win that phone. I need that
I'll
phone.
expect you to do that next week. Multiple. Have you got a Twitter account?
Yeah.
Okay, great. You just got to do it on Twitter. Fantastic.
There you go. That's what we're looking at there, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. Check out the Clash Royale stream from 3 days ago. That was the one I did last Friday. So I've got another one this Friday, and then every Friday, and you could score yourself a brand new Samsung phone.
Bloody hell, that's great. You get all the hookups. Excellent. Thanks, everybody. Hey, thank you very much, Selena. Have a lovely night.
Thank you.
No worries. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. So I'm going to... anybody else got anything to say, or else we're out of here, right?
No.
If you guys want to follow me on YouTube, search for the username Benny Mack. You never know. Meatloaf may be going live on that channel after this show. He's back from the dead, baby.
All right, mate. See you soon.
Thank you, Cara.
Oh, you're welcome.